Hello you guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy. If you are new here, nice to have you. Today I am going to go into another video for my Build Your Frankenplanner series, and I'm really excited for this one because I am actually showing you a different planner than my own. Now, I did help create it, so, but it is not my planner system. It is going to be showing you what I have created to help my mom in her planning system. So I hope that you guys are just as excited as me to see what that is going to end up looking like. Now, I kind of wanted to start this video off by showing you guys a couple things. Okay, let me get situated here. So, this is my new 2022 planner. However, you might be like, wait a second, that doesn't look like, this one looks like yours. So I am going to have my mom starting off in this one, which is my old cover. If you are new to planning or happy planner materials and stuff like that, planners in general, you know that, I mean, you don't know if you're new, but if you aren't new, you know that it's the big planning, the big planners have a lot less to choose from like example from the classic size. There are tons and tons out there for classic size planners. However, for the big size, there's just not as much, and it's probably because there's not as much, demand for it. However, if you've been here at all, even just for a couple videos, you know that I love the big because I also love to be able to put classic, mini, all the different sizes in the big. So, I mean, I even sometimes use stuff from like other planners or anything I can put in the big size. So that's why I love and use the big, because I still use classic size and everything too, but cover wise, tabs wise, you only have so many options. Okay, there are still awesome options, but you don't have as many, which is kind of a bummer because I found so many classic planners like on sale right before Christmas. I kind of did my happy planner haul, which I will be showing you guys as well. And they have some really nice covers, and I really, really wish I could use them, but I can't because I use the big. So anyways, this is something that I've chosen for my 2022 planner. This was my old one, and it worked for 2021, and I really don't care about this, neither does my mom. So all right, let's try to reel it back in here for me. You guys know I can get a little long-winded. So I just kind of wanted to show you my planner. Here's kind of the thickness of it, and as you can see, like wherever there's kind of some gaps is most likely where I have other size planners. And stay tuned because I will be doing a flip through of this. I apologize I didn't do a setup video because you guys, setting this thing up for me, it honestly would have been impossible to do a setup video on this. I'm just gonna say in 15 seconds here, I had every different thing laid out on my bed, and I was probably like thinking and moving things around in like, an hour, let alone like after that, putting it together. And anyways, so if you know, you know. And I would not have been able to do a setup video. And that's also because I have a catch-all system and I have sections. So many of you guys who have been following my Build Your Planner series or Build Your Frankenplanner series, I've been talking about whether to have a catch-all or section planner, and I actually have both, which you may need as well. So we will go into that on another video, you guys, but I just kind of wanted to show you mine. And then this is going to be my mom's. Now, first of all, let me see where to put this. First of all, let's talk about what my mom needed. So yep, sorry, you're gonna kind of hear the squeaky chair. If it's not my kids, it's a squeaky chair. Okay, so My mom, actually, hers is only this thick because we are going to try some things out. I don't want to print or fill it up with things that she doesn't necessarily need just yet. And I think that's totally okay. I mean, it does make it pretty bulky, not bulky, but the discs kind of hang out there. But she wants a system that works for her, and she is willing to try. And, you know, like, I mean, I'm going to put in here what I can, but for right now, this is what a month's worth. So this is basically going to be her January. Okay. Now let's go into the next thing is, like I said, she doesn't care too much about like the aesthetics just yet, like many, people who have been planning for a while, or maybe that's your first care is the aesthetics because you want it to be something that you go to. So my mom's not picky about what it looks like yet. She is new to planning and new to happy planning or discbound planning. So she does find interest in it. We sit down together and we went over this and she's excited. So makes me very excited. I actually sat down with her as if she was like a client and we just went over everything she needs in a planner. Then we were able to figure out what size. And I'm going to kind of tell you what helped her figure out the size of her planner was what she needed to see it. Like, so on a daily basis, what she likes it to be laid out, open to, and then we looked at the size. So she likes to be able to see her monthly layout. So I showed her a classic monthly layout and I showed her the big style monthly layout, and she said the classic was a little too small. So for the monthly layout, she likes to have her planner opened on her desk at work. And she's always kind of like taken her, she's had a work planner and it stays at work. And then her happy planner, she was using a classic dashboard the last few months. Just to try it out and let me know like what she liked and didn't like. And she would bring that planner to work with her, but she could never bring her work planner home. So I would kind of contact her to see if she could babysit for me. And sometimes she would say, let me check on my calendar at work tomorrow. So the idea is so that she can take it places and have it all together, basically have a Frankenplanner. So she needs a planner for work and she wanted a planner for personal. Now, the dashboard layout wasn't doing it for personal. She needed more space for, let me see, I don't want to go too far into this planner because I want to like do a flip through for you. So she was basically using the dashboard layout. Like she had one that had a list here though, I must say, like this box wasn't here and it was a list. And she loves to use that part for her groceries, but she was still running out of space for her grocery list, and she would go into the next week. And that, of course, like eventually that adds up, and then you'd have like no grocery list at the end of the month, right? So she really liked it, but she ran out of space there. She wanted to log her meals. She didn't have space for that because here she was taking care of her to-do list. She was logging her meal ideas here, like, or dinner, I should say, dinner's here, but she wanted to log her meals. So this just wasn't enough space for that. And the other thing that she wanted to make sure she started up was budgeting. Now, I have my own budgeting system planner that I created, and since I will be helping her, she's choosing to use my system for that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through of what I have basically put together for her, knowing that she needs personal with enough room for groceries and meal planning, as well as meal logging. She needs budget, and she does need something for work that's not just the monthly layout. So here we go. So she basically will open it up, and we had a tricky time with tabs. So I didn't want to just give her any of my random Happy Planner big tabs because, as I mentioned, there is not a lot of options. And they don't, like, I love getting undated planners. I love getting packs that come with double-sided tabs to where it wasn't a on the other side like part of the month, but we couldn't figure out how to do that for her. So what we did was we just put it in here. I'm going to give her tabs like that she can stick on, because this is a trial system. So I really want, if you're new to planning and you're like, I'm here to watch this video because what do I do first thing? Like, how do I set it up? This is the perfect video because you don't have to have it all together, and this planner does not have it all together, that's for sure. We're gonna put sticky tabs until we figure out what's a more solid system for her. We are going to have like different planners going on here. So I just want to show you that she only has 1 month. I wanted to get her 2 months, but I could not print her more than that because I didn't want to waste ink and paper and all of that. So here we go. So she is going to have a layout of her year, which I created this. And this is something that I actually have on my Etsy shop in a goals and routines bundle. If you're interested in that, the link's down below. This is something that where she opens it up to. And then on the other side is her monthly layout. Now, I kept these blank for her so she can figure out whether she wants to track Sunday to Saturday or Monday to Sunday. And she will just fill in the dates, you know, for January. I made them nice and big for her, so that way she did want the lines too, so that way she could basically write in what she has going on for work and personal here. So this is her first page. This will be what her layout on her desk at work will be like, and then she can keep different to-do lists here for different things. Maybe she'll have work and personal or something like that. It's up to her. These are just ideas for her. And then, you know, I just gave her a few little graphics on here. I took this from my seasonal budget planner, which is not in my shop yet. I'm still working on it, you guys. But if you are interested in a seasonal budget planner, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really torn as to whether I should make it available as seasonal graphics, so every month would have a theme for the season, or what I currently have out there, which is very neutral, and then people can put their own stickers on it and such. So let me know, because the neutral one is out there, but I'm also tweaking that neutral one for the new year, and I'm putting, like, I like having the graphics because that's one less planner that I feel like I have to decorate. However, if I want to decorate it, it's pretty easy to just cover up. Okay, back to my mom's system. So this is where her planner will lay open. And then on the other side, we just created like a notes page for her. And then she has a dashboard layout here. So here is an undated dashboard layout. And I need to get the other side of this. I think I used it for something else, but you know, again, something we'll figure out. But what she's going to be able to do is, and I might even actually remove this because she really doesn't need it since she has this monthly here. So we'll see if we even end up, let's see, if I remove it, I love tabs. So the only reason we would keep it is for the tab. But if we remove it, she'll basically be opened up to this. So we'll see, because this doesn't have the left side now, but the whole purpose is that she can now open up to her work week. So she usually keeps to-dos here for, or she'll log like something that happened, like a visitor came to see her that day, and she can look back at the things she did and what went on that day. And then she has, you know, she does a lot of payroll and stuff, so people have to turn in their timesheets and stuff. So she's planning on keeping track of stuff like that here. She's planning on having like a running to-do list for the week and such. So the dashboard that I gave her to try out for her personal actually seems to be something she can work with for her work. Again, she has it here, and then she can just flip or take out the pages that she doesn't need and have it laid out like this for the work week. Now, after her dashboard, she actually decided to use my like weekly everything planner, which is available on my Etsy shop, linked down below. It is the most popular item on my shop, and it has what you're about to see in many different colors and layouts, definitely neutral. And this one is actually on there as well, where it actually has a cleaning system, or ideas, I should say, put in here. So she chose for me to print that up for her so she can have the ideas. She doesn't necessarily clean certain things on certain days. She does like all at once, but she liked having the ideas there. And I think one of mine has this section here where like it's like a section for Monday, a section for Tuesday with 3 lines. And she wanted this to be all just a list in case she wanted to use that for her groceries, because she said this would be plenty of space for her groceries and that it would fix that problem. She also is not sure, but she's going to see if she can use maybe this for her meal planning, and then this would be grocery list. Or she actually likes the idea of putting dinner ideas here. I think she was going to use this as her running to-do list. She liked the idea of using this as her daily to-dos. Again, it's blank, so that way she can figure out if she likes tracking Monday through Sunday on a weekly or Sunday through Saturday. And then she liked the idea of this being like for categories, different categories of her personal. So she's going to kind of figure out how she uses this, and hopefully she'll let me do a video to show you guys how she does end up using it after the month. So let me know down below if you would want to see that video as well. If you would want to see how my mom ends up using her planner, let me know. And then the 4th page of the weekly everything is this side. I let her know that I love tracking what I eat here. So I put breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. And then I also let her know that this is where I keep track of my grocery lists. She writes a lot more down for grocery lists than I do. Usually I add it to my app. So it's already in there when I think of it. But sometimes when I'm, thinking of recipes for the next week, this is where I'll write down those things that I need for the recipes, and then I can go in to my app and see what needs to be added or not. So that's kind of how I use it. So I explained to her that that was how I used it, so she can see if that's an idea that she wanted to use. I just know she really wanted to have something for her personal to-dos. Her grocery list needed to be long enough, which at this layout, it's nice too, because if she wanted to open it up like this, she can plan that way. She can plan meals. This is 8 boxes, but obviously 8 is one more than 7 days. So she could even use these for ideas. She didn't want to have to say, this is Monday, this is Tuesday, because she's like me, where she only wants to make what she feels like. But she could do her grocery list here. And so if you open it up to like your weekly like layout, and then this is kind of another style of a weekly layout. However you want to use it. That's why I love this planner, and that's why many out there love this planner. So if you've bought my weekly layout, my weekly everything is what it's called, please let me know down below. I would love to know, you guys who are using it, and hear about it. I do want to say that I adjusted this for her, so that way the boxes are up here. And in 2022, I will most likely be getting like I will probably try to be readjusting it quarterly for whatever seems, there's always some way to make something better, right? So anyways, that is what she is using for the month. And I think I printed up like 4 or 5 of those. And I didn't want to print too many, because if this system doesn't work for her, I didn't want to have like 3 months worth. If we find out that it works for her, I'm going to print that many months, because we are moving, and her and I will not be able to sit down together and meet in person. And I want to make sure she's set up, but we are moving in like 20 days. So we will see if this works for her. And if it does seem to work for her after a week or 2, I will go ahead and print and more and get her set up for like a 4-month planner probably, because I think she'll be able to fit a good 3 to 4 months in here. She doesn't need a planner that, like, she's not at the point where she has like 5 sections, so only 1 month will fit in here. She actually can fit probably a good 6 months. We'll see. So again, building your own Frankenplanner, don't feel like you need to put more in it when you don't need more, or don't feel like you don't have enough because it's this thin. You have to kind of play with it for a while and try it out for a month or two. And, you know, trust me, you're going to add more throughout the month anyway. And next up, I don't have a tab yet, but this is her budget planner. So this is a budget planner that I've created. Like I said, it's on my Etsy shop too. If you want to get into budgeting, I just noticed I gave her one that mine does not go that close. So I need to fix that. I need to see how that happened. But she is not going to care. She's very, very, she's not picky yet. Watch it. Let's see the monster I create eventually though, right? And she's going to be like, I can't have this. I want this. We'll see. Okay, so you know what? Here's a plugin. Subscribe now if you want updates on my mom and her planning journey, because if you subscribe now and hit that notification bell, I will update you guys, okay? And follow me on Instagram. I'm at Mandy_Chavez Chapters, and I do a lot of updating on there as well. So this is going to be her January planner. I know that looks like 2 N's or 2 U's. Honestly, like that's the font that is in Canva that I chose, and I don't want to change it because I do like it, but the January definitely stuck out to me. So this is basically her budget cover page. I went ahead and left her with all of my tracking type of steps, because I should say my budget, this is like my end of month closeout steps. And I left that there for her because she is most likely going to do the same system as me. And we're going to work on that together. So the next page has a 1-page monthly with an income report. I have goals, notes, and lists. This is totally different than the one that's on Etsy because, like I said, I'm revamping it, and this is the seasonal one that I may be posting. But I wanted like a check-in, so that way she can see like this week's wins, like what went well week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, an area for improvements, and for next month, or things to think about or whatever. And then I also gave her 2 different category trackers. So she has one with smaller in case she finds out that she needs more categories, which this is a lot, as you can tell, or she has one with bigger space but less trackers or categories. So that way she can figure out how many different categories she needs. Her and I are going to go over all of that as well. So some of this might be taken out if she doesn't need it. But at least January will stay like this because it's printed. Here's her expense trackers. She has a few pages of those. New to my budget planner that I will hopefully be putting out there for you guys very soon is a savings tracker. I'm planning on doing a different style one every month, and this is January's theme. And then she wanted to do her income to expenses report once a month, so I printed one of these for her. There are lots of different options, so I just printed one for her. And then here's her annual trackers that will stay in her planner because they need to, you know, she needs to use them annually. So she's going to figure out if she wants to use this one for maybe bills, various bills, fixed bills, maybe a savings tracker or whatnot. And I have a 2-sided one for her in case she needs more than 1 or 2. And then one of them actually has the months and one of them does not. So it's flexible for her and customizing that. And then this is a tracker. It's just basically one altogether. That kind of guides her where she can put her income and whatnot. Same with the months, but then on this side, it's pretty blank. I know I use this, like if you have tons of categories or tons of different bills, like this, having it double-sided is nice. But like I said, I like having fixed and variables separate and savings and all of that. So you guys, this is her planner. I think I'm going to do a flip through of my planner next, which is completely different than this. It is very, very like let's just say my planner may end up being confusing compared to this. So if you are new to planning, this was probably the best first video for you. If you want to see my planner, I just don't want you to get confused or overwhelmed by seeing my planner, because I have been planning a while now and I know what I like and need, and my mom is still learning. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would love that support and love to know that you liked this video. Again, comment down below if you want to hear more and see more about my mom's planning journey, and let me know if you will be joining us for my flip through. I'm also creating a video for how to use your categories in our, so if you are part of the Build Your Frankenplanner series with me, we created categories and then we created what to track within those categories. Next, we are going to go over how to put those as part of your routines on your, and you may have this, you may not, but on your habit trackers. Okay, so hit the notification bell because I got a lot coming out there for you. And I hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas and have a really, really Happy New Year. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.